Good afternoon from the EPCOT parking lot. We are walking in today because Food and Wine is still happening and there's still dishes that we didn't get to try the last time that we were here. Now that I know that there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of secluded places in EPCOT for me to take my mask off and eat in, I'm kind of excited to try a whole bunch of new stuff. I'm also going to try to go the other way around World Showcase. I usually make a left and head towards Mexico. Today I'm going to make a right and head towards Canada and the UK, in hopes that we'll see some more of the cavalcades coming through, because I think that they go that way. I think they go clockwise around World Showcase, so I'm going to go counterclockwise in hopes of running into them. I also might get on the Skyliner and see if we can get a view of the France construction from the Skyliner. I don't think anybody's going to be riding the Skyliner at all today, so let's head inside. Right as soon as I made it through security, thunder. So I think we're going to get some rain. I brought my umbrella though, so we're a-okay. I feel like they're really blasting the music today at the entrance. Spaceship Earth. I wonder what the wait time is. It is about 3:40 when we're walking in, and there is hardly anybody in this section of EPCOT. Wow, no wait for Spaceship Earth at all. Right outside of the pin trading store, we've got a pin trading station, and it's the same here as it was at Animal Kingdom when we showed it. So, you put your pin in there, and then you pick one off the board over here. And then the cast member will hand it to you. Easy. So after talking with the cast member, apparently that's the only pin trading location in all of EPCOT, and it's only available for 1 hour. Wow. Pin trading is very rare. It's looking like it's gonna be a pretty nice day here at EPCOT. Nice and light crowds. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay. It does close at 9 o'clock tonight. I don't think I'm gonna stay until 9 o'clock, but I feel like it'll get even lighter if you did stay until 9 o'clock, and that's after dark, so all the lights turn on. You could take some beautiful pictures at night here at EPCOT. As I'm near the Imagination Pavilion, I thought, oh, I should go and see if maybe there's a meet and greet of Pooh or Joy from Inside Out over on the lawn. And then I realized there was thunder just a few minutes ago, so they're not going to be coming out. Well, now we've made it from the front Future World all the way back to World Showcase. We're just going to jump right into the food. Might get something from Hawaii. Might get something from Shimmering Sips, I think that's here, and go from there. And we'll go back to our same tables that we ate at before, back behind this area over here. I'm just kind of concerned about the rain coming in while we're eating. Somebody left me a comment asking if the water bottle fillers are still working. Looks like they are not. Oh wait, yes they are. I just wasn't pushing hard enough. Alright, it just started raining, so I'm gonna head over to China. I know that I said I was gonna go counterclockwise, but I'm gonna go clockwise. Yes, I am going to stop by Simmering Sips after the rain stops. Just got to head back to one of my secluded areas for some cover. Actually, China's kind of far away. We'll see how we go. I got an umbrella. We'll see what happens. Well, it seems like my China Pavilion trick has been found out by a bunch of people. Everybody's seeking shelter back here, but I did find a little roof to keep me covered during this storm. Should be done in about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll get back in there and start eating some more food. I ventured out because I have a feeling the rain is going to be stopping shortly, so I wanted to beat the crowd out of all the hidden spots. Something that's interesting that they started doing for this festival specifically is if it's raining, usually they just close the booth. Now they have moved the cashier inside of the booth so you can still order food while it's raining. Ooh, some thunder still. Wanted to give you a rainy view across the lagoon.
Thank you for visiting us.
You're welcome, omniscient voice. Quintessential Florida. Still raining. Sun is beating down. Should stop raining soon, hopefully, but it is an interesting phenomenon that happens here in Florida. Are these sun showers, but they're so intense. And the rain, both the rain and the sun are both so intense. Put them together, it just makes sense. Yep, that's Florida for you. Rain and thunder in that direction. Blue skies and sunshine over here. So the whole reason that I wanted to come back to Shimmering Sips is because they have this plant-based banana bread with mixed berry compote that sounds delicious. We had this simmering strawberry soft serve one of the last times that we came to Flower and Garden Festival, although we are at Food and Wine right now. And we'll put a link to that video in the description down below so you guys can see what that was like. It's just so hot here in Florida, it melted right away. But I think this banana bread will last a little while. I don't think it's gonna melt, it's bread. So here it is. This is my plant-based banana bread with berry compote. Looks pretty darn good. Let's dig in. I am back over at my secluded tables. They are a little wet, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the tripod on the table and just kind of like kneel down and eat it. Okay, it's crazy humid and hot now after the rain. Wow. You guys see this like just sweat just pouring off of me now? Holy cow. All right, let's do it. Plant-based banana bread with berry compote. That's pretty good. I need to just taste the bread alone, because the berries are kind of overpowering. It's good. It doesn't have a very banana-y taste. It kind of is like dry, the actual bread itself, but because you have the berry compote on top. Also, it has whipped cream. Is this actually whipped cream? I think it's coconut based, so that's good. Yeah, when you're eating it with the berry compote on top, pretty much you're just getting the taste of the berries. And then the outside of the bread has like a, almost like a sugary, cinnamon sugary, like a crumble on top of it, kind of like a coffee cake or a crumble. I would order this again. It's good. If you kind of thin out the berry compote on top, you do get a nice banana-y flavor in the bread. And I think maybe when I tried it before and I said there wasn't a lot of banana flavor to it, that was because it was the outer edge. Once you get more into the center, you can taste the banana in there. Wow. Just the amount of sweat that formed on my face just now. Right? It doesn't cool off after a rainstorm here, just in case anybody's wondering. Let's get this mask back on. Ooh. It is hot out now. All right. Whew. Let's continue that way. Look at this storm system right here. I think that this is the storm that's leaving, or is it heading towards us? Ooh, that's a good question. So is that the one that we just sat through? And this is a different one? Oh man, that sun is going behind that cloud. Ooh, that's not a good sign. Okay, well, let's see if we can find something else before the rain. I wanted to get something from the Hawaii booth over here, but I'd like to find a different spot other than over there to eat it. Oh, maybe there's something in the UK or in the Canada Pavilion area? Here's the menu for the Hawaii booth. That Kahlua pork slider is so good, but where can I eat it? Let's go down and look in Canada and see what the crowd's like down there, and then we can come back if we can do all of that before the storm hits. Maybe. As we're passing by the Canada booth, I'm not ashamed to say I have never had a good filet mignon from this booth. We had a really delicious brunch inside of Les Celliers, but never had a good steak from out here at this booth during any food festival at EPCOT. There's a sign here that says Canada Far and Wide, and the exit to that theater is kind of down here underneath this overhang, but I feel like nobody is at that show right now. I wonder if I could get something and go underneath that overhang, but then again, I'm chancing it because people might just come pouring out of that theater at some point. Like if it starts raining, people might go into the theater to watch Canada and then pour out. All right, we're not gonna do it. We'll go up into Canada and look around a little bit. Ooh, lightning back there. Yeah, this is exciting. It's like a fun scavenger hunt, trying to find a place to eat something. So we're heading further up into the Canada Pavilion. I wonder if I could just come up here and hang out in that phone booth during the rainstorm. There are some overhangs here. They're not very big overhangs though, are they? I feel like I'm just gonna get stuck in the rain while I'm looking for a place to hide out and eat something. As we walk around World Showcase, something to keep in mind, if you're thinking of coming to Florida, it rains here very, very often in the summer. So, just as a warning, you might get caught in the rain on a day that you planned on doing all food and wine stuff. So, not a lot of covering to eat your food under, even if you're not as strict as I am, where I have to find somewhere where there's not a lot of people around. Still, no umbrellas over top of any of the tables. Your food might get wet. I think what I'm gonna try to do is see if the Skyliner is running, get on that for a little bit, and ride that over to the transfer hub and back just to get a look at the France construction. So there's an area in between the UK and the France Pavilion called the International Gateway, and that's where we're headed to right now. This is a walkway to the EPCOT Resorts. EPCOT Resorts would be the Boardwalk, Yacht and Beach Club. Swan and Dolphin can walk over here, and you can actually walk all the way over to Hollywood Studios from here. Although they are not doing any park hopping at the moment, maybe once they start park hopping again, you'll be able to walk over to Hollywood Studios. And I can see from here that the Skyliner is not running, so looks like we're not doing that. Another thing to note is that even though we're hearing thunder, we're seeing gray clouds, it just rained, it might not actually rain again. It's also kind of ridiculous that it is cool now, like actually cool out, whereas when I was eating that banana bread, I was sweating like crazy. All right, let's see if there's a secluded spot in France because I kind of want to try the duck from France. There is this area right here where it actually goes down. You can see some people down there. One more step, I think I could probably go down there and eat. I think the game now is, can I get food and eat it faster than the rain comes? If it is gonna rain. So there it is. The braised duck a la orange with mashed sweet potatoes. I feel like I could probably get it and then make it over to somewhere in Morocco. And there might be some overhangs down there. I'm gonna chance it. Here is my orange duck. Looks like a mess is what it looks like, but it'll probably be really good. You're welcome. All right, we're headed into Morocco. Kind of looks like there's a lot of people back here. Ooh, this is nice. It's a shop back here, but I think that I could probably pull up on one of these benches here. And this is now going to be, this used to be the Fez house, and now it's kind of just like an empty area. We will have the noise from the fountain going, but at least we'll be dry and secluded. I feel kind of like an Instagram with this behind me. All right, let's give it a try. This is orange chicken, this is orange duck with sweet potatoes underneath. That's interesting. So, this is dark meat duck too. So, dark meat duck. So it does have like a lot, it has like a dark meat flavor. You know how dark meat chicken tastes different than white meat chicken? So this is dark meat duck. I thought the orange would cut more of the like powerful flavor of the duck, but it doesn't. I actually don't really taste any orange at all. Sweet potatoes are pretty good. I don't know that I would order this again. It's not like one of those things that's like, whoa, this is really good. Got a little bit of orange there, but it's like it doesn't have a distinct flavor. It's just kind of like you're eating mush. You know what I mean? When you get a bite that has a lot of the gravy on it, you do taste the orange then, but other than that, don't really taste the orange at all. I think that the sweet potato adds more flavor to this dish than the orange like sauce does. Yeah, I don't know. It's not my favorite thing. It's not bad, but it's not my, you know, I don't think that I would eat it again. At least we tried it though, right? I do wish that I had gotten that Kahlua pork slider. That thing is so good. But I wish there was somewhere around there like this that I could eat it in. It was a nice little break. Nice little secluded spot. Good spot to eat. Good spot to relax. Normally this is a store before everything shut down. They sold fezzes here, like little hats. Not anymore. So, it hasn't started raining yet, so I think we might continue to adventure around, see what else we can find. Actually, the Brazil booth was right there, and they have some delicious bread. I might go back to the Brazil booth and then come back here and eat it. I really have been trying my hardest to figure out what in the world is going on with this storm right now. It's just like forming around us, which isn't good. But hopefully we just stay dry and it just moves away. I don't know. That's Florida for you, baby. Okay, I think I found an even better place. I'm kind of back here at the entrance to restaurant Marrakech, which is closed right now. So let's see what I got from Brazil. I got the crispy pork belly. Looks like it's got black beans underneath it. And I'm pretty sure it is gonna rain, so I think I'm gonna be here for a little bit at least. And then the Brazilian cheese bread, which I already know is gonna be delicious because it looks so good. So I know that this is kind of scary lighting, but this is what we're dealing with. It is about to start pouring outside. I am in front of the doors to restaurant Marrakech. I feel like I'm gonna be protected from the rain back here. And I feel like probably nobody else will end up in this area. You can hear some thunder right now. So let's try some Brazilian cheese bread. Wow. That's real good. Like, real good. Oh, man. Why don't we eat bread like this all the time? So soft and cheesy on the inside, but then has this nice crust on the outside. It's just so perfect. Let's try some of this crispy pork belly. It's kind of hard to cut. That does not bode well for the actual crispiness of the pork belly. Yeah, very chewy. And also, these are refried black beans, and they kind of overpower the flavor of the pork. They are good, but you don't really get any flavor out of the pork. So if you're gonna try the Brazil booth, I recommend the cheese bread, not so much the pork belly. Like, it has a good flavor to it, because it's pork belly. You can't really go wrong with pork belly, but it's too chewy. I think it's just starting to rain right now. But yeah, cheese bread before beans. I'm gonna finish my cheese bread and hang out here while it rains. Here's my view of the crowd in the back of Morocco at EPCOT. If you guys hear what sounds like people talking, that is like the background loop of this area. Well, looks like we're in the thick of it now. It totally rained so much harder the last time that it rained earlier in this video, but there is way more lightning this time. Like, it's barely raining right now, but there is lightning everywhere. Matter of fact, oh, see, there's some lightning. It's raining so little that I might just put the umbrella up and kind of venture around, maybe head to the car. I don't know. We're about halfway around. We're right next to Japan, which is where we ended up last time. So we've made it through a lot of the food and wine stuff. I don't know, maybe we'll give it another 5 more minutes. All right, we are heading out with the hopes that all of the buildings that are larger than us will draw the lightning like Cinderella Castle did that one time, and we won't get struck by lightning. Hopefully. Came back into my old stomping grounds here in the Fez house because I wanted to see what this atrium looked like. It looks pretty nice. Like, this is a very relaxing sound here in the center of this atrium. It can stay dry. Hear the noises of trickling rain. This is quite a hidden spot to hang out and just kind of relax on a hot day. There's not a lot of airflow back here, so maybe not on a hot day, but definitely on a rainy day. So just to give you guys an idea of where that's at, that is the entrance to Morocco right there. Spice Road table is across the way. This is Tangerine Cafe, which is not open right now. And we're turning right here, and that is the Fez house. And if you go back further, you get to Restaurant Marrakech and the Princess Jasmine meet and greet, which is not operating right now, just like any of the other meet and greets are not operating. Why is that overhang covering more than the window? Like, why is there another support there? That's interesting. The views of a rainy EPCOT. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a day. I don't think it's gonna stop raining anytime soon. I'll head back to the car. It is definitely easy to stay physically distant while it's raining here at EPCOT. Everybody is either seeking shelter or they have left the park altogether. I'd be interested to know what the Frozen Ever After wait time is right now. The last time that we passed by, the line came out of the pavilion and kind of wrapped towards the China pavilion. I didn't see what the actual time was, but let's go see what it is right now. We're a little bit away from it. Over here near Germany, they have this train set. I feel like they put up these signs for Food and Wine Festival, like these little tiny signs in the little tiny village. They should also put masks on the little tiny people, right? Really complete the theming. But I don't know if you guys can read those, but those are little tiny Food and Wine Festival signs in this village that is part of the train set outside of the Germany pavilion. Here it is, we've made it to the Refreshment Outpost, which is in the Africa section of the park. And look at this. Can't believe I didn't notice it the last time we were here. All beef hot dog at an outdoor area. I would just have to find somewhere secluded to eat it at. And all these places here are on the main drag, but we are right next to China. Could have gotten it and taken it back into the China pavilion and found a nice secluded spot back there. I just noticed there was this entire music area where kids would come and bang on these xylophones and tubes and bells and stuff like that. And now it's closed off because it was a high-touch area. Looks like nobody's letting the rain deter them. It's a 30-minute wait, and this is the end of the line for Frozen Ever After. I guess here's something that I can recommend for anybody thinking about coming to Florida, either during COVID times or not during COVID times. invest in some quick dry clothes. Like these pants that I'm wearing and this shirt that I'm wearing is all quick dry stuff. So even though I have an umbrella, my legs are soaked, my back is soaked, my shoes are soaked, which are not quick dry, but that's okay. Just be ready to get wet, especially in the summer. It rains a lot. I wish I had brought a bigger umbrella, but also maybe invest in a nice raincoat and an umbrella. Well, here's something. Normally I come from that direction. Like, I don't know why, but I usually take a right at Spaceship Earth when I first walked in. If you take a left, there's a booth over here that I didn't even know was over here, a food booth. Looks like it's not going to open until the fall, but I had no idea it was over here. So I'm glad that I finally came over this way. Let's see if we can see what kind of booth it'll be. Nope, no signage yet, but we do know that it will be some form of barbecue type food booth. Also, it says coming this fall. You think they would wait until much closer to fall to actually put out the grills out here? Well, they're out there now. Wonder what it's gonna be. Oh, we're back behind what used to be mouse gear, and you can see all the way through it. Look at that. Wow. Also, look at that rain. I actually found a DVC booth to kind of like hang out in and do the outro. And look, there's Mickey right there. It was a pretty good day. It did rain a lot, but we did find a couple of secluded spots to eat some food and to try some of the Food and Wine food. I think that we did pretty good. I really liked the cheese bread, not so much the crispy pork belly. The duck was okay. What was the first thing that we had? Oh, the banana bread. Pretty okay. So nothing really compared to the carrot cake. The banana bread was good. Carrot cake was better. The crispy pork belly could have been better if it was actually crispy, and the beans kind of overpowered it. The cheese bread, fantastic every time. Every time that they have it at Food and Wine or Flower and Garden, whichever one, I will get it and I will eat it because it is delicious. And then the duck, everything kind of overpowered each other in that dish, but there wasn't very much orange flavor. And the sweet potatoes were pretty good. I like the sweet potatoes in the bottom. The duck was a little bit too, like, I don't know what the right term is for that, but like dark meat in chicken has a different flavor to it. It's kind of like a more, like a dirtier flavor. I don't even know if dirty is the right word, but I want to say gamey, but it's not gamey. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what the right term that I'm looking for is between white meat and dark meat. But all in all, it was a good day, even though it rained the majority of the day here at EPCOT. So with that being said, we are off, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to help. So today's organization that we want to shine a spotlight on is Water for People. I'm just going to read straight off the website here. Water for People is an international nonprofit whose goal is to bring water, sanitation, and hygiene services to everyone globally. They have teams in South America, Africa, Asia, Canada, and America, and they are working to ensure every family, clinic, and school has safe, reliable water and sanitation services. So if you'd like to have a look at the link in the description down below, go to their website, learn a little bit more about how they are providing safe water and hygiene and sanitation to areas that need it. And if you'd like to, make a donation. If not, just talking about it helps. Talk about it with your friends and your family and just spread the word about this organization. So thank you guys for watching this video.